Today I'm installing this Defiant Touchpad Deadbolt, and I have a Schlag hall and closet doorknob that I'm going to be putting on. On this property I have this common area that I need the door to automatically lock. It's going to be a washroom area with washer and dryer. So what I want to do is put this automatic locking deadbolt on this door so that every 30 seconds it automatically locks. So when my tenants close the door, it locks, and you don't have issues with people forgetting to lock the door. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on. First step, I'm gonna put this like hallway doorknob on. First step, putting in the locking mechanism. Make sure when you're installing the doorknob, the lever, that the part with the holes is on the interior. All right, this is gonna look like this. I'm just gonna go ahead and feed those screws through these two holes and get this tightened up. Okay, screws are tight, so that is done. Again, I'm gonna have my coated deadbolt right here, so I don't actually want this to be keyed. Just put on my strike plate. Okay, I just opened up this Defiant Touchpad Deadbolt, and this is the contents. You have a front plate with the digital touchpad, and then the back plate, this is where the locking mechanism twists, and the battery panel is inside right here. Additionally, it also comes with your bolt, and then some screws, strike plate, and then these keys. Keep these keys as your emergency backup. Next up, I'm gonna install this latch. Notice there's an up icon. Make sure you put that up. I'm gonna go ahead and screw this in. Next, I have my strike plate installed right there on the door. I'm gonna go ahead and test the alignment now at this point. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that closes so I cannot push it open. And then next, I'm gonna go ahead and get a little flathead and engage the deadbolt and disengage it. And it goes in freely with no restrictions. Okay, I have the front plate to the locking mechanism. You're gonna put the wire underneath this horizontal rod. You're gonna put the wire underneath, and you're gonna put this horizontal rod and feed it straight through the deadbolt. So it's gonna look like this. Wire underneath, and then feed it through. So it looks like this from the backside. Next, you get the mounting plate. This edge is etched and it says against the door. So the bulging part is gonna go into the door. You're gonna feed your wire through this cutout right here. And then you're gonna get the screws and mount them in that way. The next step is you firmly connect the cable into the connector port. It's going to be the pink and red colored one on the right when you're looking at the back of your box. Then you're going to feed your wire along the edge here so that it fits into these cable holders. Next, you're then going to connect to the rod. Make sure that the locking mechanism is pointed up and down when you connect. Then gonna hang on those brackets, and then your mounting screws are gonna go in these two holes right there. When everything's lined up, you should see the hole that you're gonna put your mounting screw through on both sides. Okay, I just popped in the batteries. All right, now that I have batteries in it, I'm gonna go ahead and do a deadbolt alignment test. And I'm gonna go ahead and close it and push the lock button. You'll hear it lock. It'll start clicking if it's not aligned properly. This lock will not work if it is not aligned properly. So I just locked it. Now I'm gonna open it using the default master code, which you absolutely need to change. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so that opened. So the functionality is proper. I'm now going to do some settings. A couple things I wanna do. I wanna delete the master code, change the code so that only my new code is in there, and then I want it to automatically lock every 30 seconds. All right, in order to change the master code, again, master code is preset to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're gonna press the set button on the back one time. That's this little red button. You hear a double beep. Then you're gonna put in your code. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then hit the lock option. Next, you're going to hit 1, 0, lock. Hear a long beep, and then you're gonna enter your new master code. So just for the sake of this video, I'm gonna do 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. And then you're gonna hit the lock icon. Long double beep. Then you're gonna press set button to exit programming. And your set button again is on the back. The way you test this, you engage the deadbolt and then put in your old code, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it'll do that sequence. It should not retract the bolt back in. If it does, your master code is not changed. So in this case, remember I said it was 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. And now it brings it back in. So that's my master code. This is not a user code. It's your master code for programming. You could use it as a user code though, but I mean, that would kind of defeat the purpose of the safety of this thing. So set your master code to something that's specific to only you and don't give it out to anybody. I'm gonna go ahead and change my code from 67, 67, 67 to something else. Next, I'm gonna add a user code. So you're gonna hit set in the back. You're gonna push in your master code with the lock icon, 20 lock icon, and then put in your new user code. So I'll go ahead and do that now. Okay, I just finished following these instructions. I don't want to reveal my master code or my user code, so I didn't record it, but I did test it and it worked out perfectly. Next, I want this auto lock feature on. It is disabled by default. So this is saying when it's enabled, the lock will automatically relock after unlocking. The default is 10 seconds. So in order to turn this on, you're gonna go ahead and press set, enter your master code, 80 lock, and then you're gonna do 1 plus lock to turn on or 0 plus lock to turn off. So I'll go ahead and do that sequence right now. All right, now that that's turned on, I'm gonna do the auto lock delay timer. I'm gonna make it 30 seconds. I think that's a pretty good time for my needs. So I'm gonna hit the set in the back, and then I'm going to put in my master code, hit 70 lock, and then you put in the digits of 10 to 99 representing seconds, and then you hit the lock icon. All right, I just tested the functionality of it. Everything works exactly how I want it. I hope this video was helpful for you. Make sure you change that master default code. Very important. I don't want somebody coming in to your door just because they used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's my automatic 30-second lock. I was hoping that would happen in this clip. Thanks for watching. Hope it was helpful for you. Let me know if you have any questions.